Hey YouTube, it's Kanitha, and today I'm fulfilling my first request. Yes, technically school's not over for me till tomorrow, but I didn't think this one would be too hard, and I wanted to make sure I did it before they missed out on the selling of the professional brush set, cosmetic brush set at Walmart. Oh crap, I forgot to check and see who had asked the request. I'll double check and make sure I try and remember to post it. If I forget, sweetheart, just let me know. But anyway, okay, so it comes in a little pink case, and it is, I think it was a 10 brush set. Yeah, it's a 10 brush set. Yeah, sorry, it's a 10 brush set, and comes with number one. What we're going to talk about is, it's kind of flat, but as you can see, I can just kind of hit it and it'll fluff right back up. You see, I got some foundation powder on it. They work really great with my mineral foundation. So if that was a worry about it, which was one of my worries originally, was I didn't know how well it would work with my mineral foundation, if it would just fluff powder all over the place, or if it would actually work. I actually don't have any makeup on right now, but I love it. It's very soft, as you can see. I can't stop playing with it. It got my mineral foundation in very well with very minimal buffing. I'm kind of giving my skin a break. That's the reason why I don't have makeup on today. But very soft, very comfortable. I don't think I've actually found brushes this soft. But also, so you know, if you go out and buy your kit, they have these little sample fibers on the outside of the box, so you can feel just how soft it is. But I'll just keep moving on. Anyway, this one is the powder brush, and all of them have labels, okay? They, of course, ferrules are almost always metal. They're made out of, I believe it's wood, actually. I don't think this is plastic at all. Yeah, this is wood. They're made out of synthetic fibers, for those of you who choose a vegan lifestyle. Second is my large powder brush. I normally use this more so for cheeks, for my blush or whatever like that. Once again, very, very soft, feels great, gets my blush on good, whether it's my mineral blush or sometimes every so often I'll use a normal blush. When I say normal blush, I mean like the type that's packed into a case and it's not all loose powder. But I definitely like that. This brush right here this is actually supposed to be my blusher brush. Yeah, both of them are blusher brushes, but I mean, this is my smaller blusher brush. This one, on the labeling on them, this one just says large blusher brush, whereas this one just says blusher brush. But I normally use this for my bronzer, so to kind of like, do my little bronzing. And my bronzer is mineral. This works great with that, and I can almost promise you if it works good with a mineral, it'll work fine with a pressed powder one. So yeah, once again, very soft. But then again, in most kits, the larger brushes always are. So I'm not, because with my goat hair brush, I was more so focused on the larger brushes. I didn't know when I got to the real tiny, tiny brushes that, for instance, when I had one that did my under eyeliner, it was a little rough, whereas I don't have that problem with this kit, but I'll get to that anyway. So, what is it? Next up, I'm going by size. Next up is my large shadow brush, which also comes with the kit. You can see I got a little makeup in it. But, I love this. It comes on real smooth. It even works well when I'm putting on my eyeshadow primer. Just very soft to the touch. My 120 palette, I have some trouble with my other brush set because, with my goat hair brush set I should say, because putting pressure on it, even if you're trying to do gentle, you can see little scrape lines across it because the shadow is so soft. Whereas this, I can actually put a little extra pressure and not really have that problem because it's not just scratching it or scraping it all apart. It's just picking up a little color, and with the brush being so smooth, it looks a lot smoother. Especially, I like to use this one for my highlight. I like to use it for my highlight, and it just glides on so smooth because the bristles are very smooth. So, then there's the regular size shadow brush. You can see in this one I got some makeup in it too. Pretty much the exact same review. I normally like to use this one when I'm doing, you know, my eyeshadow, my main darker color eyeshadow. As you can see, there's a little bit on it. I just got some on me. Oh well, I didn't wear makeup today anyway. But yeah, so I would say the same as the larger one, it's just smaller, but the bristles are still very soft, even getting smaller. Now we have my flat shadow brush. With this brush, what I was trying to do in a couple of tutorials was, okay, say I put my eyeshadow brush here, and then I'm taking my flat brush and I try and blend it out, you know, to kind of take out the harsh line-ish look. And this was the only one that I would say started to hurt my eye. Because most of them, I don't even feel them. I can press as hard as I want, and I really don't even feel them, and I'm fine. This one was the only one that I had some trouble spreading with. But I don't know, maybe I was just using it wrong, but I was just trying to, you know, blend it out like that, and this brush did not work for that. So I had to actually grab my goat hair brush, which is actually harder bristles, and use it to blend it out, and it felt a lot easier. But that's really probably my only complaint you're going to hear about these. Okay, so, sorry. Then there's my angled shadow brush. I normally like to use this to do my under my eye, or if I'm just trying to really get this area to look a little darker. Sometimes because the flat brush wasn't working, I use this one, and this one I would try and blend out, which to me worked a lot easier. So definitely still like that brush. Then there's my point brush, which to me is just basically a very, very tiny eyeshadow brush. I believe point means like basically for this little corner, like that little point in the corner. I like to use, and also in here, I like to just use it all across here and then work my way with larger brushes for larger areas of my eye. And sometimes I'll even use my point for under here, if it's the same color that I'm using. I don't feel the sense in getting more mix of colors, but sorry, what I was saying earlier though about the smaller brushes get, what most sets I'm noticing is that it starts to get really harsh for like when you're trying to do down here. Your eyes get very tender, and I would have to say the same with my angled shadow brush. These two, it doesn't hurt. You know, I'm starting off very light. Well, let's say I want more color and I'm pushing a little harder. This doesn't actually hurt. Whereas some brushes, it starts to scrape to me, and it starts to feel very uncomfortable. Okay, this is my lip brush. Alright, my lip brush, what's funny to me about my lip brush is I use it for probably just about everything but my lips. Yes, it would work great, you know, for your lips. I actually like to use it for here when I'm trying to make my line more defined, or even under my eyes sometimes. So yeah, it's kind of a joke that this really is a lip brush, because I probably use it for everything but as a lip brush. Like normally if I'm trying to get a more defined shape, I like to use it. But it works both ways. So I still say that's a good brush. Last but not least is the eyeliner brush. Eyeliner brush. I screwed up because I used to have like a little tube like this for it. As you can see, it doesn't, but it's a little split.